Good morning, everyone. I just want to welcome you to the Northeast Sales Mentor Orientation. This is Nicole Thompson. I am the sales mentor for our Northeast market. So just a couple of things on our agenda this morning before we get started. I do want to kind of give you a little bit of an intro to myself as well as this program. Also, Jumpstart, kind of what is Jumpstart and the expectations, as well as the expectations for you guys as relationship managers. Also, two fantastic resources, which are HLA, which is the Heartland Learning Academy, and Atlas, which is our sales software. So this is where you can prospect, add appointments, all of that good stuff. Also, some prospecting tips and tricks for you as you guys begin this journey here in the Northeast with Heartland, and also just kind of some reminders for some group training events. So before we get started, just a couple things about myself. Like I said, I'm with the Northeast market. I've been in the Northeast market for a little over a year now. And honestly, guys, my relationship with you my goal is to just develop those relationships to make you the most successful, self-sustaining, wealthy sales professionals that you can be. I work with your territory managers and your division managers to really set you guys up for success. This is your own business. You guys are entrepreneurs. You're taking this and running with it. So we want to make sure that we give you the skills and the tools to be able to successfully take that dream and run with it. So our interactions will look a little different. We are going to be able to develop and build relationships, build those self-sustaining, wealthy sales professionals out of you guys after all, but I'll also be inspecting and instructing you guys. So as you guys know, many of you have different levels of experience and different levels of backgrounds, but this training program and myself as the sales mentor is truly designed to help you guys better develop your own careers, your own entrepreneurial spirit. So I will be working with you guys usually the first 90 days that you're here at Heartland. We will be setting up one-on-one training calls. That way we can really inspect and instruct on Heartland methodologies, technologies, and products. So you will get a lot of one-on-one training. We also have many online tools for you guys as you guys are starting off and kind of having that initiative of watching several videos for online trainings and then participating in our group trainings that we have for you as well. So a few things about Jumpstart. Now, before you watch this video, if you have not already read the Northeast Expectations letter that was attached in the Welcome to Heartland email I sent out to you guys, please make sure you take a second, pause the video, go back through and read that. Those are going to outline exact details of what you guys need to accomplish. And please, once you've done so, reply all so that we know, including your managers, that you've read and understand those expectations. So just brief overview, Jumpstart has two parts to the expectations. Number one is performance. Number two is training. Basically, the point of your Jumpstart is to get 10 or more first-time appointments with a business owner or decision maker. This is really important. Make sure that you guys are focusing on that. Also, you want to do at least two referral dates or coffee dates. These are networking opportunities that you guys have to develop with others in your community. Now, keep in mind, all of these do need to be neatly entered into Atlas, which we will describe in greater detail, as well as attached to that Welcome to Heartland email. You will see how-to Atlas videos that also go over how to enter first-time appointments, or FTAs, and how to enter coffee dates successfully. So please take a minute, if you haven't done so already, be familiar with that email that I sent out, as it will be a huge tool to your success, not only during Jumpstart, but also throughout your career. The second portion of that is training. Remember, you guys do have a group training schedule. You are expected to attend these sessions Monday through Friday. You will have a Welcome to Heartland call Monday morning. You will not get a calendar reminder. I repeat, you will not get a calendar reminder, so please make sure that you guys are diligent in really following up with these documents to make sure that you guys are attending these calls when you need to be on them. So they will be hosted Tuesday through Friday, like I said, at 11 a.m. Eastern. I know these are some of the hard times during the day, but you can view these videos, these conference calls, these webinars on any type of smart device and simply call in from your phone. If you have any issues with the dates or times listed on your document, please reach out to myself or your territory or division manager as we can discuss what other alternative options there are. Please note that these trainings are, in fact, offered for all of the new hires starting with Heartland, so we can't reschedule individual days. We might have to push your training back 1 week. Now, let's fast forward. You guys have passed Jumpstart. What are some expectations as relationship managers? What can you guys expect? Well, we really want you guys to focus on getting at least 5 solid first-time appointments each week and at least 2 coffee dates or networking opportunities. In addition, you will want to make sure that you have a minimum of $6,000 in annualized installed margin per calendar month of any 3 months of any 4-month period. Now, what does that mean? Well, you really need to hit your minimum of $6,000. You'll see below that we have $6,000, $8,000, $10,000, and $15,000 goals for your month, and we really hope that you guys are aiming way above the $6,000 mark. Please ask your territory or division manager, if you haven't done so already, to explain to you what the margin and installed margin means. So these numbers you understand better as to what does Heartland keep, what do you keep. The second aspect to the career expectations of a relationship manager is communication. This one is huge. Please make sure that you guys are staying in daily communication with your management through daily intention emails and daily connection calls. The final aspect to your expectations as a relationship manager is back to that training component. You are expected to attend these 30-minute one-on-one training calls once a week with me, your sales mentor. You will also be assigned to complete the self-learning portion of your training inside of the Heartland Learning Academy. There's more details to this to come. So please make sure you review all of your expectations letter and let us know if you have any questions. Now moving on to the fun stuff, Heartland Learning Academy. I would like to take a moment to show you guys exactly how we can find the Heartland Learning Academy and honestly what you can do and how you can utilize this fantastic tool. So I want to start off by taking you guys on a little adventure to myhpy.com. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys really fast, and I want you guys to watch as we really go through and we upload various things having to do with myhpy. So you'll want to first start off by going to myhpy.com. This is the homepage of myhpy. You will log in using the credentials that Heartland has sent you. Once you get into this website, you'll want to click on Sales over here on the left-hand side and click on Atlas. Now you can go directly into the Learning Academy down here, but I also want to take this opportunity to show you guys Atlas as well. So when you click on Atlas, you will have the Atlas homepage that pops up. Now yours might look slightly different. This is what mine looks like, but you'll able to see that up top is prospecting, relationships, and the Learning Academy. So in order to access the Learning Academy, I would click right up here in the right-hand corner on Learning Academy. This is your homepage of the HLA, or the Learning Academy. Please familiarize yourself with this. You will see lots of different tools on here. First and foremost, you have your scrolling heads. This is just going to give you success stories, different trainings, when the upcoming trainings are and when they will occur, webinar trainings, as well as some important announcements. The ones that I want you to pay attention to for this week's purposes are down here. We're going to start off by going to My Courses. We want to click on Atlas. Atlas, again, is our sales software. It was where we were at just a second ago, looking at your prospecting, your first-time appointments. We're going to click on Atlas. You'll notice that it has the Atlas Group Training and the Atlas Pass. I'm going to click on those options. You'll see that you have 3 different sets of videos: Atlas Prospecting, Atlas Pricing, and Atlas Enrollment. As you guys click Launch and go through these, you'll notice that there is a Setting FTAs one, Setting Coffee Dates, Adding Manually, Business Type Search, Map Results, Saved Searches, and Search Nearby. I want to encourage you to come in and watch all of these videos as you guys are really understanding how to utilize Atlas to the fullest of its ability. So again, I went into My Courses. I chose Atlas. And you can choose Atlas Group Trainings or Atlas Path, whichever one is available to you. The FTAs and Coffee Dates training is housed under Atlas Prospecting. The next section that I'd like to introduce you to is the Resource Center. You might hear the terminology Knowledge Network. Please get that out of your mind. If your territory or division managers say that word to you of Knowledge Network, this is Knowledge Network. The Resource Center recently replaced Knowledge Network, and this is just basically like a Heartland search engine. You can come in here and search. Let's say you want to know more about Heartland Lending. I'm going to type in the word lend and click search. It's going to show me all 27 documents that I can learn about Heartland Lending. The sales sheets, the training decks, all of that kind of stuff. Or I can come here. Let's say I want to learn more about e-commerce solutions or card processing in general. I can actually click on it by category. Maybe I want a overview, and I can actually find out more information about what I'm dealing with. The left-hand side of HLA over here is just basically to get you back to the very beginning. It's going to show you, hey, I'm going to click on Resource Center, and maybe I need support. Maybe I need to get a hold of one of these teams. I have training questions, I have recruiting questions, I have lending, etc. You can click on any of these documents, and it will actually save the document to your computer so you can pull it up and find more information out about that team. Last but not least, what I want to draw your attention to on this screen today is the calendar icon. Please keep in mind that this calendar does not automatically sync to your Heartland web app calendar. However, for example, when you come in here, you should see your set of scheduled events. Mine will look different than yours. All you need to do is click on View over here on the right-hand side, wait for this page to launch, and you're going to see all of your information. My phone prospecting class is at 11 a.m. Eastern on Friday, May 13th. I have my URL, and I also have my phone number. If for whatever reason, guys, your URL does not work, simply copy and paste it or type that URL into your browser. So that's just a little bit about the Heartland Learning Academy. Next, I want to go back to Atlas for just a second. I do want to show you guys a few tips and tricks. Again, like I said, you can come into the Learning Academy through here. You can go through prospecting. This is what your videos are going to teach you, how to search by DBA name, phone number, or business type. So please make sure that you guys are watching these videos, as they're very important to really truly setting you guys up for success in this first month or so that you're here with Heartland. So as I turn my screen share off right here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get back and start on our presentation. Again, this is your Heartland Learning Academy homepage. You'll notice that your group training for Jumpstart as well as after Jumpstart will be housed right here in the calendar icon inside of HLA. And you're also going to see that it's available to you inside of the Learning Academy. Now, like I wanted to show you here, this is the homepage of your Atlas. You'll be able to see your first-time appointments, which looks like it's a house, or your coffee dates, which is the coffee cup. So it should say for this week, 5 first-time appointments and 2 coffee dates. The yellow stands for first-time appointments, and the blue represents coffee dates. Your tote board will represent $10,000, $20,000, and $30,000, in which case resets at the end of every month. So it's how much installed margin are you making. You have a fantastic interactive business planner that you should be sitting down with your management team and going through. And you also have some incentives over here to the right that you guys can set up as well to really kind of see how well you're doing and where you guys can go. So again, Atlas is used for various things, such as prospective searches, entering FTAs, so first-time appointments and coffee dates. You can also generate pricing proposals through this tool, as well as actually have the capability of virtually signing someone up right there from your iPad. It can also track prospects through the pipeline. But don't forget, you must attach the prospect or relationship. So what do I mean by that? Well, Once I go in, and you're watching the video so you'll know what I'm talking about, always make sure that this little bar where it says Add Prospect Here is selected to now rather than later. Always, always, always make sure that your prospect is right here. Even if it's coffee date, you got to make sure that little box is filled in. So subject line, you could say something like FTA-Joe's Pizza. In your box down here, you can put notes. And when you're inviting attendees, guys, remember this invite is only to internal Heartland employees. So you can only invite people as your territory manager, your division manager, or maybe in the future you invite a partner from within inside of the company. So what are some keys to success? Well, we really want you guys to strive to become masters of setting appointments, running appointments, and knowing where to go for your resources. So things like the resource center I showed you inside of the Heartland Learning Academy. Or maybe it has to do with reaching out to myself or your territory or division manager. Please make sure that you utilize those resources that are given to you. Also, just a couple things to keep in mind. What are your 4 spheres of influence? So think about places that you might be a customer, past networking relationships, previous books of business, personal connections, and remember, don't go too big right away. Our goal is to get you familiar with the entire process and get you paid quickly. That doesn't mean we can't handle the big accounts. It simply means that we want you guys to see margin on the board as quickly as possible. So start thinking of those prospects, and I've given you a list here that you guys can really go through, and maybe it's bars and nightclubs. Maybe your area that you can go into and you have connections is with restaurants. Maybe it is with auto body and repair shops, or maybe even liquor and convenience stores. This full list and more is actually outlined for you inside of that Jumpstart training booklet that I attached to the Welcome to Heartland email. So resetting a couple of expectations for you guys. Remember how important it is to have quality appointments. We want you to have at least 5 first-time appointments and 2 coffee dates inside of Atlas by watching those videos no later than 5 o'clock on Fridays. You also need to have a minimum of $6,000 in installed margin each calendar month, but I always encourage you, please get more. You know, what's your goal? Always tell your team members what your goal is because that keeps you more accountable. Feel free to send that over to me and I'll definitely keep you guys accountable to that. Also, the mandatory training with your sales mentor. Please remember that that is required. You will be meeting with me one-on-one, and I will be reaching out to each one of you individually to set up this one-on-one training time. And don't forget, communication with your managers is very important. So you guys will be meeting with your management team via email and via phone call on a daily basis. All right, guys, so that just about wraps up our orientation call for today. Just a couple of quick reminders. Remember that you guys need to get into these group trainings. You will have the trainings Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So remember, those are at 11 a.m. Eastern. You will need to use the training information that was provided to you inside of that Heartland, Welcome to Heartland email. Please, if you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to me or give me a call. Your team members, such as your territory manager and your division manager, are also always available to set you up for success. Thank you guys so much for coming today. I hope you guys have a great day, and I look forward to working with you.